Hello, everybody, and welcome back, Factorio. Or welcome to Factorio. I don't know, this is a new run. It's very exciting. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to do a duck run. Very exciting. But what we're going to do before we do a duck run, and this is actually going to be the most important thing we do, is we're actually going to do... We're not going to start the run just yet. It is incredibly important we do not start the run just yet. Because what we're going to do, yep, I know, all tech please, items please, cheat mode please, always day, great. It is incredibly important we get this stuff done right, okay? Because this is the plan that we're going to be running on the entire base. If we get this wrong, we are going to be screwed, okay? So we can't get this wrong, because this is going to be the belts. So you got to go 4 belts. Okay, you need your roboports. This is very important that the roboports are here. Otherwise, what is a duck? A miserable pile of secrets. Now have at you. Okay, so this is the most planning I've ever done on a run before, so let's make sure we get it right. Okay, so this is going to be the basic size of what we're working with. Okay, good to get that started. Then, what we're going to need to do, because this is going to be the very basics that we need to have down. Now, the next part is the tricky part. How do we spin them around? Because they must go around. Very important. Okay, because you can't do a chaos run without this. Who are you and what have you done to Seif? Don't worry, don't worry. It's going to be worse. It's going to break very soon. There's got to be... See, okay, so what we're going to be doing today is a chaos run, sushi belt run, whatever you want to call it. Everything is going to be on the belt. Last time I did this, the blood belt, if you want to check back on YouTube, you can find it, was chaos. Now, I still approve of the chaos, but the chaos was problematic. So what I'd like to do is have perhaps slightly less chaotic energy going through here. And unfortunately, I was playing around with this and I had a plan, and I've forgotten my plan already. The general idea is that this needs to go down that way. This needs to go up that way. Okay, that's the basics. Okay, so if you got the basics down, how do you swap them? Because also from here, let's keep doing this. Because this is going to be the most planning we've got to do. Okay? And if we don't do this planning, we're going to die. I don't want to die, not today. Because that's got to go across there. No. No, it does not. See, that's where it goes wrong. One of them has to go across and one of them has to go across. So how do we swap them? Rotate, copy, paste. Yeah, that's going to be the general plan once we get to the right place. Because I want to have big spaces in the middle that I can put power poles. We're not going to be there immediately, of course. We've got to get there. This will all make sense once we're there. Unfortunately, as I said, I did plan something like this, and I have unfortunately forgotten what I did. I was doing some good planning earlier, and I thought, no, I've got to do this on stream, and now I've forgotten everything. So that's the SeiferKatt experience right there, if you ask me. Maybe it needs to go like that. I need a roundabout. Yeah, I think this is how it works. The last one, it needs to go like that. Is that better? Does this work better? That goes around, yes. Then, okay, this is looking good so far. The out, so that's wrong, I think. I have no bots. I can't make the bots do my work for me. Classic. And then that would need to come in from the other side, which I don't know if that works. Hang on, I drew a plan. while ago I drew a plan for this. It looks like this. So I've just got to use that plan. Unfortunately, the plan doesn't make any gosh darn sense. So that's a classic. You hit the button, heard the noise, and had to run downstairs. What button did you hit? Maybe it's got to be like this. Like right on the corners. That makes sense? No, that makes even less sense. A thing you're never going to deal with. A train? Oh, you think I'm not going to deal with trains? I've got a plan for trains. It literally came to me in a dream. And you know, if Factorio planning comes to you in a dream, you know you're in a good place. So, you know, I'm not worried about trains. Trains, you know... No, I think that's wrong. Your good is my cursed. I get that a lot. Out of the Roboport. With what? We got no power. Look, we'll just put a solar panel there just to make you happy, okay? There we go, solar panels. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a moment. This is very important because if we do not get this part right, we are going to suffer the entire run. And this is going to be a longish run. Okay, there you go. Happy? Good. Maybe it doesn't work that way. Maybe it just goes straight down. Oh, no, don't worry. The power poles are going to be on the side here. Power poles are going to be like right down the middle. But don't you worry. We've got plans for power poles. And to say she's worried. But I've just got to remember how I did this, because it was really cool. It was a really good design. And unfortunately, I've forgotten everything. You just didn't want me to forget. Did I beat Nellius? I did beat Nellius. Sure did. What was my plan? I'm so annoyed. It was a really good plan. And it tiled perfectly. Wait, hang on a second. If it tiled perfectly, maybe I've got it in an autosave. Maybe I've got it in an autosave. Right now I'm achieving nothing. No, I don't have it in autosave. Well, that was disappointing. As I said, this is very important that we get this right. If we do not get this right, then we will never achieve anything in life. And my teachers will be correct. I will not have my teachers be correct. Yep. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Cool. Oh, that's gonna make some of my family pretty happy. Was it last night? It was not last night. It was on Wednesday. Okay, cool. Okay, so I need it to, like, that one's good. That side's perfect. Because it needs to come in that, oh wait. It needs to come in that way, which maybe means, oh, there we go. That's the plan. Yes, it's double. Ah. That's how it works. Okay, so it does take more. Yes! Yes! Oh, baby, a triple. No, that doesn't go that way. Okay. That goes that way, and that goes that way. Yes! Oh my god, I've never been so excited in my life. Okay, so now that we've figured out the logistics of the truth, because as I said, if this is the one that I've done the most planning for in any Factorio run I've ever done, this is the most planning. And I'll show you another thing once I have set up this. Now, one of the problems we had in my last Chaos base was that there wasn't enough room. The cells were too small, and it was always a problem. So this time we're going to fix that. They're bigger cells. Okay. Because if we're going to launch 5 ducks per minute, we've got to get this right. See, it's genius, isn't it? Absolutely genius. Then you realize you need just one splitter? How do you do it with just one splitter? I don't understand how you could possibly do it. Oh, wait. In the middle. Oh, like that. Oh yeah, that's probably better. Oh. Brilliant! I'm a genius! Yes, claim genius. Like that. Okay, that's good. That's way better. That saves so much resources. However, less next mod. What are you talking about next mod? We haven't even started to do this mod. Can't just finish yet. We've got so much more glory to put upon the world. Okay, see, that goes that way. That goes that way. Okay. So that's the general plan. That's got to go down. It's like that. Okay, the UPS is not going to be as big a problem as it was last time, because last time it was counting every time we went in and out of these belts. Don't worry, this is not a part that came to me in a dream, so you know you're okay. If we connect them like that, dreams are real. Dreams are real. How can our eyes be real if our mirrors are not, or something? I don't know. I can't remember the great words of the great philosopher Jaden Smith. Okay. So this is going to give us real big squares. Now, never forget, real big squares are what we rely on. Do you? Oh, awesome. It's been a while since someone offered me such a great thing. Hang on, let me just click your link so I can... Oh, no. Okay. So I'm going to connect these all up first. And then once they're all connected, then we make our blueprint. Oh yeah, I don't. Well, it didn't even ask me if I want to be. I did. To be honest, I didn't read it that closely. Maybe it did ask me if I wanted to be famous, but I wasn't reading it. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is good. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with what's happening right now. You know what? I'm not happy with what's happening right now. I've changed my mind. That should never be connected like that for the blueprints. We'll connect into that from the other side. Now, as I said, this is very important that we get this right now, because the entire base is going to run on these squares. There was other problems I made when doing this base for the first time, and we will be addressing those problems momentarily. Okay, so don't you worry. I know you're scared, and it's okay to be scared. Alright, I respect you for being scared. I too was scared when I saw the very face of God. But you gotta get through it. You're not scared? Oh, well, that's good. Well, okay, some of you are afraid, some of you are not. I respect that. I am the one that is scared. Look, I'll be honest. I'm kind of shit scared. I'm kind of shit terrified. Kind of shit horrified. There's a lot of shit happening. But that's okay. Because being brave in the face of adversity is what heroes do. And I am a hero. Bot-based? Yeah, see, the bots are for construction. Because what I want to do... Yeah, don't worry, we'll upgrade all these later. Okay, so that's the basics. But, of course, everyone's pointed out, rightly so, I might add, how are we going to get power in here? Well, the answer is fairly simple. We're just going to put some power poles in here. There we go. Perfectly symmetrical, like all things. It's not symmetrical at all. If we're going to do it right, Seif. go like that, go like that. I'm currently cheating. I'm not playing the actual game yet. I am just trying to make sure I get my basic... I'm trying to get them so... Picasso, Thanos. Yes. I'm trying to make sure that they're placed in a way that means once I start running, getting the run together, because this run is going to make a lot of ducks, okay? We're going to get all our ducks in a row on this one. Perfect. And that gives us power. Now, the other thing I made a mistake of, at some point, it all got out of whack. That's not acceptable. But this gives us a big cell to work with. Now, one of the rules is nothing enters or leaves the cell outside the belts. We will not have pipes going through the bus. It's not going to work. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this, and we're going to save it as yellow cell. Barrels? Oh, you better believe barrels. You bet your sweet ass barrels. Okay, and we're going to go absolute. Snaps to the global grid, and that it shall snap to the global grid. But we might need to change that a little bit because it's not going to work properly. Okay. That's okay. That's why you test these things. That's why you do this.
Thanks for your support.
Hey,
Congrats
thanks, Dave.
on finishing Nullius.
Thank you so much, Dave. Really appreciate it. Okay, so what we've made the mistake on here, and it's a very simple mistake to make, is... No. Okay, I see the mistake we've made. We're going to have to do two things. We're going to do two blueprints. One which is the spin, and one which is the belt. They will connect from there. Okay, that is actually hugely important. One which is the spin, one which is the belt. Okay? That is wrong. Where do the inserters go? In the middle, obviously. See, it's all going to make a lot more sense once you start seeing the genius that is this belt. Okay? But with that, I think we're ready to start. Yes. We are ready to start. Okay. It's time to begin the run. For realsies. Make smaller manually. Well, we can look at that later. You're right, probably. Damn it, he's right. Okay, we're not ready. We've lied to everyone. Actually, can we just reload that? That when it's all connected? Yes. So let's go back snap to absolute grid. And what are you wanting to say? By 8 tiles? Okay, so we go 8, that. Yeah, that works, shall we? Might be 7. Never mind, 8 is absolutely correct. Oh, because it's... Yeah, okay. No, 8 is absolutely correct. You are correct. It says... Yeah. Thank you. This is why everything's easier to do. Okay. Yellow L. Yellow cell. I cleaned up my things a bit. Okay. Now we can start for reals. Okay, so we're just going to do free play. The train's going to Sushi as well. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are gonna Sushi. You're excited for raw fish? You should be excited for raw fish. Okay, so we're not going to change any of that. Now, we're going to turn off enemy bases. Am I a coward for turning off enemy bases? Yes, I'm not dealing with this and that as well. I am going to turn off cliffs. Am I a coward for turning off cliffs? Absolutely yes, but I don't care. Because cliffs are just going to F up everything. Okay, so we're just going to not have cliffs. I know, you can be like, oh, it's very dull, it's very boring. See, I don't give a crap. Cliffs don't add anything extra to gameplay, interesting to gameplay. I agree. Okay, so it is now, to be honest, this is the part of Factorio where you just play Factorio. You know what? No, we're not doing that one. I do not want things stuck together at the starting. That's better. Yep, I'm happy with that. I don't want to get rid of cliffs. I don't want to get rid of cliff. I want to get rid of cliffs. We're allowed one cliff. Simpsons rule. One cliff is fine. Two cliffs is where we start to have problems. What does he add to gameplay? Yeah, Dave, what does cliff add to gameplay? Please inform us. It has been so long since I've played base game Factorio, I literally don't know where to start. Might commentary. It's kind of what you guys add to gameplay, honestly, let's be honest. But yeah, don't worry, the trains will also be sushi belted. And we're going to need barrels. So, the goal is 5 ducks per minute. I don't know how possible that is. God, it's been so long since I played base game Factorio. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. It's wonderful. So we're just going to get some iron, because we need that to... We've got some stone. I guess that's the good start. In fact, that's an excellent start. People name... Cliff is fine, objects in Factorio is terrible. I agree. 1.1 duck per minute is acceptable if need be. Well, the goal is 5. So we're going to see how that works. Maybe it doesn't. At some point we're going to probably give up. But this is going to be a mega base of bullshit proportions. Okay? And if you can handle that, then that's fine by me. If you can't handle it, then, you know, you'll just have to. Because I'm not really giving you an option here. Once we get enough iron to start making burner drills, and we'll go do that. Now, it will take us a little bit of time to start doing the belt. Now it is summer. I don't know what mod that did. Well, that mod is. It's saying now is summer. What's the play goal? 5 ducks per minute. Are the duck assemblers going to eat off the main belt? They are indeed. And now it is time, because you're asking such difficult questions, it is time to show you the most horrifying thing I've ever had to do. And it's small. Make that bigger, please. Thank you. This is our plan. Right now it is empty, but not for long. Okay, we are going to work out percentages with this sheet. This sheet is going to be our downfall. And I didn't know any way to write down everything that needs to be on the duck, so I did it by hand. So, you know, that's there. So, let's look at a cat from the calendar to cheer us up. I agree. Downfall and savior at the same time? Exactly. Anyway, let's look for a cat, and then we'll look at a cat, and then we'll get started. I have pressed the wrong button multiple times. Here is a cat. It's actually 2 cats. I'm sorry to surprise you. But one has orange eyes and one has blue eyes. One always tells the truth and one always lies. Which one is which? I don't honestly know. I think the one with the orange eyes always tells lies. Mostly about its food bowl. Probably entirely about its food bowl. Are they great cats? That's the question. Do they deserve to go in the Cat of the Month contest? Do you think they can win? I don't know, there's some pretty good cats in March. I'm looking at a great one now. Just saying, 31st of March cat's pretty good. 2 meows? Yep, thank you, Zindia. You reckon you get one of those cats drunk? How do you get a cat drunk? Anyway, that's 3 out of 4 votes for yes, it's a great cat. So into the box it goes, and we'll see it later. Alright. Did I check my swarm sim today? No, I didn't. Oh god, is there an April Fool's thing? Sorry, I need to look at this. It's the best change! It's Kitten Clicker! I love it. Why is the cat? Why is the meat? It's wonderful. Oh, it's mutagen. Well, that's the best mod I've ever seen. Thanks, Dave. I would have missed that otherwise. Okay. Well, I can't help but notice that night exists. Is there like a console command to make sure night never happens? I'm not going to use solar power, by the way, before anyone thinks of accusing me of being a cheater. Is there like a console command to turn off night? I had a mod to do it, but clearly it's not working. Someone's got to know the mod command for this. Not mod command. Thanking you. Perfect. I don't need achievements. Will coal and uranium get its own belt? No. Excuse me. You don't go to a sushi bar and say, excuse me, can I eat off a separate belt from everyone else? No, we're all equal here, Dave. Everyone eats from the same belt. Okay? Goodness. Look at Dave thinking, oh, I don't want to eat with the commoners. That's called misrepresentation of Dave. Dave will eat with the commoners. Command starts. Has Dave not... You've seen this before, Dave. Wait, what did I do? Oh, derp, I see. Command is. I'll have a look at what Glacier was talking about. Okay, what were you talking about? What were you getting at? Anyway, that'll be fine. This is going to be perfect. This run might take a little bit longer, but that's okay. Oh, shoot, with the wrong color. Okay, we're going to be that color. Goodness. Almost stuffed up the entire run. Okay, yeah, no, this is going to be good. Once we start getting the science happening, I think we'll start seeing some real improvement. Speaking of science, it's probably start time to start figuring out science. So the only problem with these really good cells is they need 400 belts just to make one. That could take a little while. That's okay. It's going to be slow progress. It's going to be, the start's going to be a bit slow, but do not worry. Power's going to be a bit of an issue as well, but what I think we'll do some power first. However, for the duck, like this, it needs rubber ducky part. It needs one rubber ducky part. Which is 197 objects. I need copper. God, I haven't played base game for so long, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's alright, we'll get there. We'll get there together. First station's going to be a little dicey, but we'll get there. Oh yes, we got to worry about power and stuff. Got to worry about power and shit. But when we have that down, that's going to be a little problematic that copper goes over 2 veins, but that's just what it's going to be. I wish it wasn't that way, but I don't make the decisions here. Okay, so we've got... Okay. And then what we want to make... So the most important thing here is what you do not usually expect to be the most important thing, which is circuit network. We need circuit network, so we need 15... So we need 30... No. 10, 25... 40... We need 45 red science. No reason to go forward until we have 45 red science. Well, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so we still need a bit more. That's all right. The water is a bit far away. That's going to be a pain. It's okay. I know what you're thinking. Hang on a second, Seif. That's not all going to connect, and you're right, it's not. We'll get there, though. Don't you worry. This will all be just a bad dream of it not connecting. Because you'll see in a couple of sessions, we're going to have like just the entire base connected. And you'll be like, wow. And I'll say, I know, it's amazing, right? And you'll just say, wow, again. That's all you'll be able to say for a good few weeks. And I respect that. Because it's going to be incredible. Sushi and Lazy Bastard? Nah, I've turned off achievements anyway. I turned off achievements to make sure it's always daytime. But we're not going to use solar power. Solar power is just rude. And I'm better than that. Okay? If someone says, do you think Seif is going to use solar power? No. You tell them, no, he's better than that. And they'll be like, is he though? And you have to say yes, because otherwise I will cry. Okay, so that's going to be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 45 I think was correct. Not repeating wow. Yeah, it's wow, 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 wow. I already did. Shit. Doesn't count in the editor. Nothing counts in the editor. It's like Vegas. What happens in the editor stays in the editor. Wait. My science. Oh. Look, it's going to be awesome, okay? That's all you really need to know for sure. And we're going to need a couple of power poles, which will probably be a couple of wood. We're going to need a lot more wood very soon. That's going to be a pain that we haven't started in a forest, but that's okay. We'll clean up a bit of the wreck as well. And oh, luckily, no, the ship can't stay there. We're going to have to get rid of the ship. Oh well. Goodbye, ship. We can't leave the ship in this run because it's not going to work with the belts. And for that, I'm sorry. But that's just how life is sometimes. And we're all strong individuals, okay? We don't need a ship that has failed us. Okay? If anyone tells you you do, tell them I'm stronger than that. And then you punch them in the head. Bit aggressive, I know, but it's what you got to do. Because we really can't do anything until we get circuit network. Circuit network is going to be the very essence of how this factory has to work. If we do not have circuit network, we're dead in the water, quite frankly. It's over. It's over before we've begun if we do not have circuit network. And honestly, we might need burner inserters. I don't know. Now, the good news is I can already see some iron over there. There's some coal up there. This is good. It's not over. No, it's not. It's far from over. God, don't give up so easily. Come on, you're better than that. You know you are. Look into your soul. Tell yourself that you're better than that, because you know you are. Please. Me? Good. Better than that. If anyone thinks they're not better than that, tell me, and I'll let you know that you are better than that. You want to be a burner drill as well? We all wish to be a burner drill, deep in our hearts. We're just going to mine out the 7 stone because we can. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing? This may look like a speed run, but I assure you it's not a standard speed run. This does not look like a speed run. Feed you those coal stacks? No, you've had enough. You've eaten too many coal stacks as it is. Just woken up. What's the screenshot in Discord? Let's have a look at that screenshot. General. That might be too insane. That might be too insane. Okay. But maybe. Sometimes a bit of insanity is good for the soul, I understand. I wasn't paying attention when they told me this. In the box, okay. So that's a good start. Copper? Love copper. Copper's great. Raise your hand if you love copper. If you don't raise your hand, you're dead to me. You don't have to raise your hand if you love copper. Ducks actually don't require space science, would you believe? I thought they did. Let's see, if you look into space science, it doesn't actually produce anything. So really what, okay, let's look at the rubber ducky part. It has 197 ingredients, which are all of these. It does require satellites. But space science, oddly enough, is not one of the things it needs. So we're eventually going to need all these things on the bus. And I guess it would have to take from the main line, wouldn't it? It would have to be the only thing that does. Wouldn't work otherwise. I hadn't considered that. I could argue that I haven't considered a lot of things that's happening today, but that's rude. So don't say that. Good morning, Soulburn. Look, you know what? It's time. Let's just put one of these down. Okay, we'll put that down there, right? Now, yes, of course, we can't build the roboports yet. But when we get there, we'll be able to, and that's what matters. Now, yes, it does mean it does build over some of these. Not much we can really do about that. That's okay. As I said, we're all strong individuals. See belt blocks. You do indeed. Doesn't that excite you? Are you excited? He's excited. I can tell. Yep, that's perfect. Perfect with a capital P. Perfect. Okay, that sucks. That's not perfect. That's alright. Yeah. I did, and I'm not going to do it his way. I did see it. I was annoyed that he had done it, and I'm actually furious that he'd do this to me. He doesn't know me, but it's not the point. I'm absolutely furious at him. Why is it modded? Because ducks, man. Oh goodness, how did we not have alt mode on? Ugh. Ugh. Unclean, unclean. I mean, we've got a couple of things as well. But the number one thing that we must do early on is get circuits. Until we get... well, right now we're just going to place some belts, because belts are placing is fun. I'll immediately place them backwards. Wonderful. Good job, me. Can't wait till we get bots. That's alright. It's going to be painful to begin with, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. Okay? So don't you worry about that. A little bit of early pain is worth it in the end. Which sounds like I'm saying something very different. I assure you, I'm not being lewd in any way. These still have plenty of power. Yes, they do. We'll just do 2 for now. Okay, so that's consuming very little power. That's good. That's what we need. Oh, it's going to be a rough start. That's okay. Once we get this initial belt done, that's when shit's going to start going right. Right now, shit's going very, very wrong. What I probably want to do is go grab some stone. This is the part of Factorio that I don't like. This is the part where you have to sort of run backwards and forwards and collect 4 resources. The dull part of Factorio. In theory, I should be in bot state in 60 minutes. Have you seen this run so far, Veldak? Like, have you seen what I'm doing here? Do you think I'm going to be in bots by 60 minutes? Not meaning to insult you there, but I think you're asking a little bit much of me here. What we're going to do, we're going to take this for the moment. Coal is too far from the iron to be a speedrun candidate. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not a speedrunner. Yeah, no biters, no cliffs. No nighttime. No solar. Okay. Yeah, no cliffs this time. Should have done that for Nullius, but whatever. You live, you learn. We're also going to need logistics, which is going to need 20 of these bloody things. Alright, we'll get 20 of those bloody things. We also do need to build up to the power, which is also going to be a problem. Start of this base is going to be slow, but the end of it is going to be slightly faster. I've actually already fixed it. I fixed it off camera. Just for you, Dave. No one tell him that I'm lying. Okay. What actually making those? Oh, it's 75. Oh, that's a much higher number than I read it as 5, requiring 75 seconds. Yeah, no, I finished it a while ago, Dave. Sorry, I didn't tell you specifically, but yeah, it's already done. Don't worry about it. No one tell him. I've caused the man enough pain. So we also are going to need to build this up to here. And herein lies the first problem. Water. No, generally not. So this is going to be an incomplete section until we get landfill. That's okay. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe it'd be best if we just eliminated that side for the moment. That might be a better idea. We can always come back and build that another day. Yes, I think that's a good idea. So we need to have from coal to iron to copper up here and probably stone? How will I control what goes onto the belt? Haha, I have a plan for that. Do not fret, my good Davy sir. There is a plan for this. It involves circuits. And this spreadsheet. No, there's got to be some control. If you do not have control, you lose control. And if you lose control, I mean, just look up SeiferKatt blood belt and you'll see what goes wrong. But I've learned from my mistakes. You know, I'm like that, you know, in like martial arts films where like the student says, "Master, I've learned from my mistakes. Let me try again." And the master goes, "No, you are not ready." I am ready now, master. But everything, not everything needs to go on the belt, interestingly enough. Most things do, but not everything. I cannot train him. He is too impatient. I'm ready. Tell him. Tell him I'm ready. No, you tell him. But I'm not ready. Ah. I think one of these, I think this cell here might have to be like the cell where we just make all the basic stuff. The difference between last game and this game is we did all our forging in like many centralized hubs. That's stupid. There's no reason to do that. So we're not going to. We're going to do the refining where the iron is. I think it's actually okay to just sort of go underground belts in these parts. I think that's fine. No reason to waste good resources, right? Yeah. Resources you need is going to be the one exception to do not put on the belt. I think that seems fair. Master, tell him I'm ready. I'm not ready. But a child. You're a butt child. Master, that doesn't even make sense. What is a butt child? Don't worry about it. You'll find out when you're older. Okay. So these two cells are basically going to be copper cells. These two are going to be iron cells. Yeah. This should work. We're just got to get our research going. And once we build enough belts, then we are good. And unfortunately, we're having to handcraft them for the moment. I think getting copper, coal, there we go, copper, iron, copper, iron, copper, coal. I think getting coal is #1 importance in the base. Once we get coal, I think everything will be okay. Okay, so progress. Next, we need logistics packs, and then we need circuit networks. And that's when we're going to start getting all this shit sorted out. You'll see. You'll all see. Okay, I really appreciate the fact you're trying to build all this science. I do need the science, yes. But I also do really need the belts. Let's make those, please. Oh, I need the splitters as well, don't I? Shoot. That's alright. We'll get there. We'll get there. So, get these cells done first, I think is the correct answer. Don't worry about all the ghosts of power and stuff. We'll sort those out later. Ghosts, I do not... You don't need to be afraid of ghosts, okay, people? They're just ghosts. They're not doing anything. They're just being spooky and creepy. Are you afraid of creepy, spooky ghosts? Yes? Don't be. Shit. Felt like scared of scary, spooky ghosts. Don't be. Done. Another problem solved. As the Ghostbuster said, be not afraid of any ghosts. I probably said that. Close enough. We're still going to need to build like a whole bunch of splitters. That's alright. We're definitely not doing lazy bastard though, it's very clear on that. Yeah, you feel better you solved a problem that will probably not need to be solved? Well, there you go. You solve problems that don't need to be solved. You're doing like a step better than me. Probably. More belts, please. Belts are the most important thing right now. Once they are sorted, then we're going to get some real shit done. Put a blueprint with alternate power. Discord. You know what? We'll have a look at it. Because it's rude not to. How do you import? Import string. Doesn't know. Is that the thing that you said in case I was going to struggle with it? Oh yeah. Nah, I think we're good. Please automate gear and belts. We are going to automate gears and belts. Don't worry, it's happening. But we're gonna have to do the belt. We're gonna have to do the belts before we can automate gear and belts. Can't just automate gears and belts like willy-nilly. We're not crazy. That's what I told my psychiatrist. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do one more, and then we've got power. Potentially. We're gonna need to get rid of these trees. Am I allowed to manually load things? Yes, but very soon once the belt starts properly working, you won't need to. What does Willie Nelson have to do with it? Nothing. Obviously. And not after what he's done. I'll be honest, I don't really know who Willie Nelson is. We can probably actually skip American Singer. Okay. Glacier's power pole idea. Great blueprint. No offense, Glacier. Old still alive. Yeah, that happens sometimes. People stay alive unexpectedly. Okay. Now we have to do this again. This unfortunately is the only way to really do what I needed to do. Now unfortunately this is not going to do... This isn't going to work until I have circuits. Hey, I am the Sky. What is happening here? Not crimes, I'll tell you that much. Not crime. And isn't that what really matters, that crime isn't happening? Crimes against the factory? Not real crime. Ah, blast it all. Why do people always say I'm doing crimes? I've never done crimes. Not even if I wanted to. And I didn't want to. I'm a good person who doesn't crime. Dedicated coal belt. Yeah, this is offshoot. Offshoot's allowed. Oh, no, no. Okay, I see what you're saying. If we tried to do it where, like, the entire belt was that way, it absolutely doesn't work. It's inside a square, that's fine. This is called a cell. You're allowed to do things inside cells, although that is going to not work if I left it exactly as is. Because of reasons. That'll be fine. It won't be fine. It's fine now. Okay, I ate the Pope in 2 different games. Did I eat the Pope in 2 different games? I only remember doing it once. I'd remember if I did it twice. Does it crime? Sounds like a good reality TV show. I mean, I always liked, yeah, I haven't eaten the Pope in, that game. What's it called? RimWorld. Can't be held responsible for that. Alright, so, unfortunately, this is not going to work the way we need it to just yet. But that will be fixed. On the mask. So first we're going to have to just do a little bit of chaos. That's okay. A little bit of chaos is never going to hurt anyone. You see a cat from the calendar? We're going to see another cat from the calendar. Okay, well, we can do that. Okay, here is another cat from the calendar, and I will just make sure that it's all good. Look at that little cat. It's looking. A looking cat. Wonder if anyone ever asked the Mythbusters, does crime pay? Hmm. Well, the good thing is while I'm looking... I don't know, it's a good question. Good thing is while we're looking at this cat, my craft queue is still going, so... it's important. It's a great cat. Pretty good cat. All cats are good cats. We know that. But is it a great cat? Therein lies the question, doesn't it? Alright, the poll is almost over. Is this deemed a great cat? It is deemed 5 votes to... how many? 5 votes to 2. This is a great cat. Into the great cat box it goes, and into making more belts do we go. It's a good question if crime pays or not. I don't think it's an easy answer, that's for sure. We've probably got enough coal for the moment. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do what we need to do just yet. Which is a bit of a shame, but there's literally no choice. We want to have that there, okay. We have undergrounds. We probably do, but we can't build them yet. We're not going to worry about that just yet. Terrible place to do what I wanted to do. What a terrible night to have a curse! Fortunately, the curse is self-inflicted. So now what I would do is connect something to things that don't exist. Which is a problem. How well do these connect? They connect like that, okay. You're going to have to alternate, that's okay, we can alternate. We'll remove all these when we get to it anyway. Okay, power. Vaguely established. Connected astro, material, and biosciences. That's good. Your base was struggling with those, wasn't it? Oh, you might as well put the automation science in as well. I don't really want to connect them just yet until we've got circuits. Circuits are incredibly important. The next step of the plan. If we do not have those, we are going to suffer. Oh, we're going to have to rebuild that. That's fine. So I was very much about connecting all those together, and now I'm like, that's probably a bad idea. Did that work on all the other ones? It did, just not that one. Okay, interesting. Because it's trying to connect to that. Which is a really funny problem that you don't usually run into. We're actually going to have to... do it manually. Okay, now it's connected. Good. Okay. Until we get logics together, we cannot do this. And this is where we're going to start having... I was going to say our problems, but no, this is when salvation will arrive. And everyone loves salvation, right? Yeah, look, I'm just going to accept that as truth. I don't actually need your opinion on that. Everyone loves being salvationed. Okay, that's good. That actually doesn't have power to it yet, but that's okay. It'll get power. Then we get 15 green packs, and then we can start actually doing what we need to do. As long as it's the right kind of salvation. It is the correct type of salvation. You better believe your sweet ass it's the right kind of salvation. Okay, so we need 15 of these. Am I correct on these? No, we need 100 of these. I've mathed it incorrectly again. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. You don't like salvation if you don't get to eat the burger. You get to eat the burger, Veldak. Goodness gracious. But once the circuit network's complete, then we start making our batteries. I'm glad there's some coal around the water there. That's going to be very, very important. What are we lacking? Oh, everything. Okay, well that made it easy for me, I suppose. Once we get red belts, it's going to be a lot easier to figure this number out as well, but that's okay. You barbecue chicken tonight? You're happy? That's good. Glad you had food you enjoyed. I think we need a bit more copper. Really? And we're back. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. Okay. Stream is up. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we get our correct number of logistics packs, and then we are going to just move on with our life. Yeah, that's the 50. That's all 100 logistic science packs. Good. Now we could make bots do that, but quite frankly, I don't, or not bots, automation do that, but quite frankly, I don't trust automation. Automation is how we landed on this planet in the first place. We've got very little anything happening right now. That's okay. As I said, this early part's always going to be a little bit rough, but once we get going, you'll be surprised of how much actually gets done. Only one of those has an inserter. To be fair, only one of those has power. Only one of those. That doesn't matter. That's the takeaway we need to have. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, because that goes like that, doesn't it? That's correct. Okay, I'm happy with that. There's not much to insert. There's nothing to insert right now. Right now we've just got a bunch of belts leading to absolutely nothing, which is honestly how I'd like to describe my life. So, how's your day? Andrew and I went to see the Dungeons and Dragons movie today, which we both enjoyed. It was really fun. I recommend it. It's a fun movie. You quit work early because of exhaustion. That's not great. That's not great. You were thinking about seeing it. It looks like a silly fun time. Look, it is. It is a silly fun time. It is enjoyable. It is, you know, it's honestly what you'd want to see. It's a fantasy movie that is action comedy type thing. It's got fun characters, and if you like D&D, you get the references. And if you don't play D&D, meh, doesn't matter. It's still fun. Matt Mercer from Critical Role had nice things to say about it. Great. Yeah, as I said, Panda and I enjoyed it. We had fun. I was laughing at bits, and like, I've been involved like D&D stuff since I was like 3, and I was like, oh no, repeatedly, and Panda's like, I have no idea what he's concerned about, and then she sees it, and she's like, oh no, you know, which was fun. It's a fun romp. That's how I'd describe it. Who doesn't want a fun romp? Yeah. Better than the last D&D movie. I mean, from what I heard, the last D&D movie was not really D&D so much as, I guess it was called that. I mean, it's accurate in D&D in the sense that it's like, hey, it's a black dragon. That thing ain't breathing fire. That thing's breathing acid. You know. I know after seeing the trailers, people were like, did that druid wow shape into an owlbear? They can't do that, and it's like, go off. Rule of cool. If you were a DM and a player was like, hey, I want to wild shape into an owlbear, you'd be like, yeah, okay. You know, if that's your favorite thing in D&D and you want to be able to do that, and that'll make your experience at my table fun, congratulations, you can wild shape into an owlbear, and they will clap their hands and be so happy about it. You know, that's what the DM's job is to do, make players happy. And so, yeah, screw it. Turns into an owlbear. F you. Okay, do you want to know the best thing about that Dungeons & Dragons movie released in 2000? That was a trilogy. There was a trilogy of Dungeons & Dragons movies released. They weren't really connected, but they had numbers. Like 1, 2, 3. And each one was worse than the previous one. Yeah, not a lot of people do. I haven't seen it. I was looking up on IMDb and I was like, there's 3 of them. But this one's fun. They didn't. Although only the second one had like a returning character. The third one, I think, had no one come back for it. So that tells you a little something about it, doesn't it? It almost tells you everything you need to know. Wait, second and third went up? Huh. Not what I would have expected. Anyway, right now we're handcrafting everything. I know we could start doing the mining of this, but it's not safe yet. Because it's very important that we actually know what's on the belt at all times. We can't do what we did last time. You know what? Maybe we're doing this all wrong. Maybe we'll actually just make some assemblers. You know, we probably should have done that a while ago, but we'll make some assemblers. And a couple inserters. Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie, it's the third one. I mean, true. I can't disagree with that. Thor Ragnarok was a fun movie. It was also an enjoyable romp. Yes, Thor Ragnarok is the third one. Thor 2 was the only Marvel movie that I've been watching and actually being bored in, which is not a great place of power, a great place of pride to be in. Thor 1 was Thor 2 I was bored while watching, and I said that's the only one I've been bored watching. I know people were like, oh, the Eternals was shit. No, the Eternals was fine, man. The Eternals was fine. Was it great? No, but it was fine. I enjoyed it, but Thor 2 was bad. I lost count. Try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. People made it sound like the Eternals was just the worst thing that Disney, Marvel ever did. I'm like, no, not by a long shot. Thor 2 exists, for instance. Okay. While we're working on this, let's start looking at the numbers. So what do we need to worry about? So first off, I think it's pretty obvious we're going to need... Eternals tried to shove it a bit too much in one movie, probably. Coal, I think coal 25%. It's a lot, but I think we're going to live with it. Okay? Iron plate. 20%. I know we're doing a lot of coal, but we cannot afford to run out of power. Copper plate. 10%. These numbers are all going to change as we go on, of course. Okay, now how many belts do we actually have? Doesn't matter right now. The other things don't think matters just yet. You know what? I might do something for you guys because I know how much you get scared of the dark. Does it need rocket silo? You bet your ass it needs rocket silos. Hell, it needs the rocket silo that launches the duck. Good morning, Stephanated. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Let's give a shout out for Seth. If you guys don't know Stephanated, you should absolutely be watching him. He is a great streamer. He is good fun to watch. And I recommend him, so, you know, check him out. That is a private recommendation. He does not pay me enough to say anything. He doesn't pay me at all, actually, which is not enough. He should pay me more. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you should totally check him out. I recommend him. Just woke up. Well, welcome to the chaos that is this belt that is slowly building. Once we get circuit network, then we can actually start properly. Then we actually need to do some math, but once we do the math, then we are good to go. Hey No worries, man. Yeah, we'll do. We're going to do something real quick for you guys because I know how you guys get scared of bright colors. We're going to make this all grey. That's for you guys. Nice dark grey. That's terrible. Hate it. Nope, it's going to stay white. I'm going to fix it later. How's everyone doing? I'm doing well. Everyone else will have to speak for themselves, I suppose. Okay, so once we make up... After Steve shows off his shirt... Oh, I can show off my shirt. Have we had... Oh, we've had the shirt. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Thank you so much for pointing that out. What the shirt. We'll deal with the spreadsheet later. Alright, today, because I was going to the D&D movie, I had to wear my Dungeons & Dragons shirt. So we've got, like, a dragon, absolutely mauling 3 people, an owlbear, like a gelatinous cube, a displacer beast, beholder, love the beholder, got a rust monster down there, and a lich. And the adventurers is just having the best time. Every single one of those adventurers is just absolutely effed. Except maybe that one looks like they're okay. They might be doing okay. It reminds you of Adventure Time? I mean, how is Adventure Time not kind of a D&D setting anyway? It kind of is. But yeah, so anyway, because I went to see the D&D movie, I was like, I gotta wear... I can see that actually, yeah. I can see the Adventure Time riff. You know, when I go to see a movie, I've totally got to wear a shirt that is, you know, somewhat movie related. It was good. It was good fun. I was entertained. What I'd like to do is that. Because then what we can do is shift that along 1. We're going to need to put 10 more after that. Okay. Yeah, it was entertaining, you know. It was a heroic romp of people doing dumb shit. And it was, you know, true to the source material, but also took some liberties where needed. Hope to go next week. Look, man, I hope you enjoy it, because Andrew and I enjoyed it. Had a good DM. I had a really good DM, yeah. A++ would... I mean, look, here's the big thing. If they made a sequel of that movie, I would go and see that without a doubt. And that's honestly the highest praise you can give a movie, right? Does it need a sequel? No. But if it had one, I'd be like, yes. Because it was cool. I mean, as cool as it can be to go to a Dungeons & Dragons movie, right? Okay, so once we get our circuit networks, that's when we start getting all this shit done. And we'll start building our stuff that we need. What is this belt system? This is going to be something that is going to be awesome. Unfortunately, you've caught it right at the start of the belt, so you're not truly seeing its amazingness. But it's coming. And it will be truly glorious when we get there. Okay, anyway, you picked up your pizza delivery with the elevator. Are you delivering pizza? You ordered and bring it home. The grandma asked you, you want a pizza? And yes. Oh my god, please, yeah, I agree. Please tell me that kid got pizza. Oh no, I mean not from you. I'm not saying give up your pizza to a child. Absolutely not. I'm not saying you're a hero. You know, heroism is tougher than that. I get that. No, you deserve your pizza. Now, it's kind of important that we... Exactly. No, I respect that. If I do this, does it connect? No. Because it's not fully connected. Of course it's not. Why would it be connected? That'd just be silly. That'd be silliness. This is not a stream for silliness. This is a serious stream. Okay. Now that doesn't count just yet. No. That's fine. It doesn't need to. This is the most serious stream you'll ever see. And honestly, I'm offended that you'd think otherwise. I'm not offended, honestly. Okay. Alright, off to bed with you, Glacier. Sleep well. Dream of excellent belt designs, please, because... I was going to say I need them, but I don't, because this belt design is going to be incredible. It's gonna go so well. And after this is researched, then we need to build a bunch of combinators. And we'll get shit done. Okay, so... if I fix the... I think I should fix the color of the spreadsheet, otherwise people are going to riot. I don't really want people to riot today, so excuse me, I'm just going to go to the Excel spreadsheet real quick. It's because the riot must happen. I need to actually see what you guys can see. Let's just get all of it. Make it go gray. Dark gray. People will appreciate that. Is that better? That's probably better. Still want that to be that color. And that needs to still be yellow. That's important. Go a darker yellow, shall we? Getting ready for a birthday. Oh, happy birthday. I don't think it's for you. But if it is, happy birthday for you. No. One color, please. You know what? That's fine. It's readable. You don't need to do that. Color selected doesn't show up on stream. Really not? Huh! That is interesting. Version center. Get big. No, not red. Red's a terrible choice. Get white. That's good. While we're doing the science, we might as well get this part done now, right? Because otherwise it's gonna be a riot, and I don't need a riot today. Okay. That's good. Let's turn Excel off. And probably turn off the train jam button, I've just realized. How exciting. Change the train jam button for like removing I'm gonna remember words in a second. Adding and removing Excel, there we go, got there in the end. Took me a little bit longer than it should have, but that's okay. We've still got plenty of coal, that's okay. Okay, then we've got to do some math, and then we'll be properly getting this all done. Yes, we're not currently making anything. That's a mistake. And we're going to need more iron as well. So the very first thing we need to make is assemblers, inserters. Make belts first. Making belts first is probably the #1 concern. Do we want to consider iron gears at this point? I don't think so. We're going to need a lot of belts. We're going to need a lot of underground splitters. Undergrounds, we shouldn't need them. We're going to need a couple actually for the mines, I just realized. We're not going to worry about that. We should be good for circuits any moment now. And then when that's the case, we're going to need to build a few more things. We're going to need electric circuits. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need radars very soon as well. Okay. That's fine. For now, we're going to assume we have 2,000 belts. We can adjust all these numbers. And with this, we have everything we need to get started. So, what we need first is constant combinators. We're going to build 5... Okay, we're going to build 5 constant combinators. We're going to need some deciders. And we're going to need some arithmetics. And we're going to need a lot of red wires as well. Probably going to need a lot of copper. So, now what we're going to do, say C, which is conveyor belt, is 1,000. Okay.
Thanks for your support.
Hey, Gerson. Thanks so much.
Thigo Essen just resubscribed for 15 months.
Oh no, I just realized.
Honk.
Honk. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow. Meow. Thank you very much for the 15-month Gerson. Appreciate it. Okay, so then we need arithmetic, which is coming by when it gets around to it. Okay, making the wrong thing currently. That's alright. Might as well just make all the electric circuits we can. You do not agree with this plan? Well, the only thing about you not agreeing with this plan is I actually don't mind. Sieve cells is bad? Too bad. Okay. Then what we go is C times 7. Now 7 is the number we're choosing. I know belts can hold 8. 7 allows us to have a little bit more fluidity. So 7 is going to be the number we go for. That's going to output go. And then when we've got red wires, then we can connect things. And we're gonna need power. You don't have power. Tell is the devil and knows is lying and knows where you live. No, it knows where I used to live. Okay. Okay, so say 7,000. That makes sense. Go like that. So, if we want, let's see if we can do this properly. I've done all this before. We don't want it times 8. What if we went times 700? That actually gives us a number that is 700,000, which is the number I want, according to this cell. So we've got 1,000 belts, that's 7,000 items. 7 items a belt, that should be 700,000 that we can divide by 100. So that way we can get down to like point percentages. Is that right? Yes. Yes, that's not what we're doing. Hang on, we're gonna fix that now. Right in my moment of success, I've got to fix that because I've seen it. You want a refund? You didn't pay for that. Yeah, sure, you get a full refund. %100 refund, just for you. Yeah, there. There's no longer honk boost in the stream. No, my honk boost. Alright. My honk boost! Okay. Oh, I am this guy. Very generous of you. Okay. So, 700,000. That's good. That's what we want to have. Then we divide it by 2,000. Which will give us... Oh wait, we want copper. Oh hell. 25%. What's 25%? Alright. No, it's not though. I know what you're saying. Ah, I've done all this maths, and now that I've actually brought it to this. So, what I want to have is coal. %. Okay. We don't want 25%. That's wrong. We want coal to be 25% of 700,000. Okay, I see where that's gone wrong. Okay. That's gone wrong indeed. Okay. This is going exactly the same as it did last time. No! No! It's going to go better than that. Give me a gosh darn second, you absolute rascal. Absolute rapscallion. Okay. Then... This is going to go so well, and you're going to apologize to me later. Times that by 1,000? Well, 700,000, right? That's 7 million. That's too much. Times by 100. Okay. That gives us back to 700,000. That's okay. So, coal, we want to be... I didn't work out what 25% would be. That's a mistake. 1,000 would be 10%. 2,000 would be... 2,000. Okay. So if we go... Do you have alt mode on? Yes. Oh, I see. It doesn't do alt mode for the... There you go. 2,000. Then go arithmetic. And we go anything divided by, oh, no, C divided by each, output each. That puts 350 coal. Now the question is probably not correct. You can react anonymously. Yes, you can. So what I'm wanting to do is of 7,000 get 20% of that. Now, quite obviously, 20% of 7,000 should not be... Shut up, shut up, shut up. It's fine. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. It does make sense that 7,000 divided by... It does make sense. Oh, because we want smaller numbers. You doofus. Yes. I knew that. So that's 20%. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put these ones in as well. Get rid of that. That stuff's useless. Okay. We're going to do another one. 20%. Why is it odd? We just minus. It's going to happen. So 500. So that would equal E1 divided by, okay, divided by 500. Okay, but that's only 20%. So I want 25% though. 25% of logarithmic, isn't it? If I go, okay, I can figure this out. I just got to be smart. I'm in trouble. So that divided by times. Don't worry, I'm not quite sure either. So that's the number I want. Okay, now if I'm smart, if I go 400, then it gives me absolutely nothing because that's not how numbers work. 400. That makes sense. Okay, so that needs to be 400, right? And so now what it wants is 1.7 thousand. Okay, yes, this is perfect. This is what we want to see. Then, now that it knows it wants 1.7 thousand, we multiply it when we have no copper. No, we're good. Over 8 times the number of belt sequence divided by... That's kind of what we're working towards. Okay. Then we arithmetic one more time. The arithmetic says whatever you get in, I want you to times it by -1. And I want you to output that. So now what you've got is a number that is -1,750. That's good math. We're not going to do that. That's not going to happen again. We're not going to get to 1 equals -2. That's not happening again. That was a one-time thing. Okay. Then we have... Uh-oh. We have a decider. Lives here. And then two things are happening here. One, this. Oh wait, no, stop. You don't, not yet. Arm your shit. If coal is less than, less than 0, enable disable. Just currently doesn't know what it is. It acknowledges coal is currently less than 0. And then here is the tricky part. We read the belt contents. False. Okay, now I may have run into a problem. I think if we connect these two together, it doesn't know what's going on. It gets confused. Oh no, it's going exactly like last time. Okay, maybe we need to use some green wires here. Because I need it to be able to send the signal back. Oh wait, this doesn't need to... No, it does need to. Hydrate. You know what, that's probably a good idea. Alright. Now this is going to work. I just got to figure out how to make it work. I'm going to wrestle this into submission, okay? The important thing is that's a good start. We're happy with that. If it's less than 0, then put it up. This isn't the... This isn't the... Is this where we'd know? Because we'd have to do a calculation every space. Does that work there? Hello? Yeah, I'm having difficulties forming a lot of things, Panda. Thank you. The cat's running outside? That's good. Sure, I'd love a squiggle, thanks. Okay, so right now it knows that it's negative. That's good. What I'd like it to do is when it detects one going through here, I would like it to read the belt contents and go, oh, there's one there. And then to add 1. Okay, we're going to start this on a lower level, I think. Okay, what's 87? That's readable now. I think that is still correct. Well, only one way to know for sure. 87. It has stayed at 87. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Okay. Thanks. Green inputs into the controller and red outputs controller signal. Maybe. Hmm. Yeah, that might work. Red brings in, green pulls out. We've got nothing to lose. Red in, green out. Maybe. I mean, it makes sense. Okay. Each thing that comes through. Output. Let's see if that works. Be good if I probably build them next to each other while figuring this out. Okay, well, that didn't move at all. That might have actually been worse. Yeah, Ghost, and you're right. This is going exactly wrong. I needed to be able to read when something goes into the belt and read when it leaves the belt. Okay. You plan. Oh, we need to power it as well. Okay, sure. Okay, so it added one. No, it didn't. It had one for a moment. I thought... Have I misunderstood memory circuits? Probably. I clearly forgotten something that's very important. Which is really funny because I did it before. Okay. What am I missing? Not latches. Memory cell counter. Yes. Okay. Arithmetic convert. An arithmetic combinator. Input anything plus 1. That work now. Means are you gonna? Oh goodness, no. Oh, it should be pulsing. That's why. Because it shouldn't be reading into that. Be reading into that. And that says anything, oh, each greater than 1 output what you found. Okay, it's still counting upwards at a rapid rate of knots. Still going up, still going up. I need to make sure I get this part right. If I don't get this part right, this entire run is pointless. We only go up from here. That is true. Anything plus 1 output. Yeah. Well, that. As soon as 1 goes in, it just starts counting infinitely. I don't need you to count infinitely, I need you to count once. I've done this before. I've literally done this in the last run, counting the physics. How did I do it differently? Don't give me that shit, I did do it. So that pulses. Wait, plus 0? It can't be right. One, 2. Oh my god, that is right. 3, 4, 5, okay. Okay, well the good news is it's counting now. So that's a start. Then of course what we want to do, I suppose, probably the same thing in reverse, which I imagine would go, yeah, minus. That's going up. Why are you not remembering that it's... Oh, because if it's 0, it's 0. I'll figure that then. Well, that's very exciting. Goes to about 1 billion and then it crashes. This is painful. Yes, everyone says this is painful. Question I've got is how do we make it go down again? Okay, it's counting up. Counting up is unacceptable. Counting up is unacceptable. If we take it to 1, it goes to 1 billion. In fact, it just sets itself to 0. So do we need 2? 2? 2 seems unlikely. Well, it counted up to 1,000. That's a valid idea. Yes, we still make it add up by 1, but then we multiply it by -1 to count it down. No, we've done this before. No, we've done this before. I just had a snack. How did I do it though? I don't know. Okay. It's very important that things can be removed from the belt, because if it can't, then we've got problems. Count that way. Yeah. There's no way in hell that's going to work. Output. That. This is not going to work. Oh? Oh! It's staying at 58. It went down, then it went back up again. Okay. 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 Instead it's too slow. Okay. Okay. I've got it. Okay, so anything plus output. It goes into there. No, it's fine, because this will be fine. All we're going to do first off is just make sure this part works. If this part works, then we're okay. we go. That's fine. Yeah. Just push the production. Exactly. Okay. So it comes into here. So that, you know what, maybe we don't even need to go over here. Maybe it doesn't matter where we are. Okay. It's to connect to this. Next to that. Oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. Probably. I don't know if I know what the problem is. The important thing is once this works, we will be home sweet. This needs to work first. Until it works, we're not getting anything done. Okay. That was not ideal. Try that again. I didn't expect that to do anything, and it did exactly what I expected it to do. Let's try that again. Okay. Sushi belt, slow start, but we're gonna get there. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Maybe so long as it knows it adds one. No, we know it doesn't. That doesn't help. We know that's not going to help. We've tried that, haven't we? Right now, it is currently trying to add an infinite number, which an infinite number is a little bit higher than I need to go. Okay, now it's just counting forever. That's okay. New plan. We'll get there. We will get there. I know people doubt me, but we will get there. That outputs to that. Does this at least count properly? No. Oh. Wait, hang on. How is that any different to what we had before? Oh my goodness gracious. How is that different? It goes in there, it goes in there, it pluses 0, and it's happy. But then all of a sudden you're not happy? Explain. Oh. Congratulations, bullet test. Okay. That's good. That's a good start. It at least counts now. Is it being polluted by being connected to the rest of the signal? Probably. And if I connected that to this, it counts forever. Because it starts counting itself. Right, when it starts counting itself, that's when it goes to hell. So we can never let it count itself. Right? Then, not helping. Ghosting's like, I'm not trying to help. Okay. Then... duly noted. We only output this way. And then from there, we output to there. How do we feel about this now? We don't feel any worse about it. I'm not paying you enough. What do you mean? You got a refund for your mod? Oh, I could be playing some sort of puzzle game, but right now this is definitely... Okay, so that does not help. We know that. And the input feeds into the out. The output feeds into the input. Which is great once. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go for cat pitch. You pay for cat pictures, that's a good point. Let's look at a cat. Oh, this is not how I expect the stream to go. I counted on everything else, but not the actual most important part of it. That's classic Seif right there. Anyway. Let's get a poll going. Okay, and here's a cat. Sniffing. Sniffing the flowers. Did this cat console me? I was expecting to be a lot further along by now, to be honest. By now I was expecting to have like all the belts being constructed. It was going to be great. But I don't know what I've done wrong. This is the constant combinator. Is that the problem? Okay, this is deemed a great cat. 4 votes to 1. Great. Because, okay, let's go have a look at the one that's working. This one is working. Now it's adding 1, but it also subtracts 1. But I imagine, let's say if I had a constant combinator here, and I said wood, is that what's breaking it? I said wood equals -50. Put that in there. It doesn't seem to like the constant combinator, does it? Because it's constant. Does that change anything? Maybe we only turn it on to like initialize it? No, because then it starts doing the maths on it. Only now do you understand this whole run as a joke, a gag for April Fools. Yep, absolutely, you got me. Ha ha ha! April Fools, everyone! Real April Fool is me. Okay, the constant combinator is what's breaking it. Have faith. I mean, the thing is, it looks like it works for a second. The constant combinator is what throws it off, so I need to not have a constant combinator? The belts set to pulse, they are sent to pulse. What I think is happening is this constant combinator keeps the signal at -87, so whenever it tries to minus it, it just goes back to 87. Okay. Next plan. We do an arithmetic combinator. Go here, we go here. We go anything times 1 output. Turn it on. Okay, times 0. Okay, then we turn this off and it forgets the signal that it had. You daft piece of crap. I just want you to remember the number. You just remember the one number that comes in. That's all I want you to do. Just remember the bloody number that came in. But I'd love to tell you there were ducks, but right now there's not even coal. Can't remember if you have the input on hold. Just please remember the input. All you gotta do. Welcome to the worst stream since last time. No, this stream is absolutely the freaking worst. Like, we've reached a new level of terribleness. Just use the constant combinator. It's there. It's being used. It remembers itself. The problem is it remembers everything else too. Maybe I'm just putting it in the wrong place. I do that, it remembers 87. And if anything adds to that, it remembers 87 the same. It doesn't ever forget 87. Unless, okay, new plan. Okay. We'll just do a smaller version of it. That's probably going to help. Don't know why I didn't do this sooner. This works, I swear to God, it won't work. Oh, well, especially not like that. Because you can see it goes down to 36, but then it forgets. Offset should come after the memory cell. What offset? Well, I should be doing memory cell here. '87. Memory cell is there. No, it keeps resetting to 87. That's the problem. You know what, guys? I don't know what's going wrong with this, so we're going to play an hour or something else because I'm getting frustrated here. We're not doing well here. And we're just going to take a break. So we're going to play a different game for a bit. We're going to play the game that I was originally planning to play. I don't want it to be part of the name. Okay. Oh boy. That's okay. Okay, there we go. We're going to play Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator because if everything else.